What is going on, everybody? This is Rawstarr of the Burbank Misfits, and you're listening to the Misfit Effect. I'm joined here, of course, with the delightful co-host who's always with me, CW.
Hi.
And we have the honor, privilege, the great.
It's like honor, privilege. Usually people say honor and privilege.
I mean, it's we have a spectacular guest, and I don't know how to fully comprehend how excited I am to have her on here. I mean, but we are joined with the amazing Kacie Castle.
Hi.
So, Kacie, please tell our listeners who you are and about yourself.
I do adult film. I participate in, I guess, all facets of adult entertainment, camming, stripping, all that good stuff.
What's the face over there?
What?
Well, because when you just said all facets, and I'm gonna have to bring it up because you told me not to.
What? I didn't tell you not to bring up what?
When we were walking out earlier.
What did I say?
Okay.
Oh, don't bring it up then.
It has to be brought up because it's like a staple.
Bring it up?
It's like a staple.
What's a staple?
What do we talk about on every episode?
No. I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. Oh, so you're about your money then. There you go. We're going to talk about something else.
Go ahead.
Okay? Yeah. God. It doesn't always have to be about butt stuff, man. Always. Every show.
Every episode. We don't usually bring it up.
So you had to bring it up at the beginning.
Yes. Might as well get it out the way.
You broke it.
Get it out the way.
Okay. Done. All right. So what shows are you binging these days? Yeah. Seriously, yeah.
The last thing that I liked a lot was Claws.
Claws? I've never heard of it.
Tell us about Claws.
I guess it runs on TNT, but I've been watching it.
Oh, with Karuchi.
The nail
watch
shop
the first
ladies.
season.
Yeah.
That was a good show. That was a good show. You should watch Claws. It was on TNT. She just said it.
I mean, it doesn't change the fact that I don't have cable.
You still keep up with Game of Thrones?
I don't watch
when
Game of Thrones.
Have cable, you keep up with everything. You don't have cable?
What are you talking about? I have never seen. I haven't seen an episode of Game of Thrones since you forced me to watch one.
Okay, whatever.
Don't whatever. See, you'll hear it.
You're like, since I forced you to watch it, that was like the first 3 seasons, George. We sat there and watched like the first 3 seasons.
No, we did not. Not me.
Well, you sat there on the couch and watched the first.
Kind of. Look it up. So, this person used to be my roommate. And
we used to live together.
And I used to work at work and edit and stuff in the living room. And this dude used to watch television in the living room. And so it's on. I don't watch it. And the last thing I remember from Game of Thrones is I don't know his name, and I'm gonna say little person. The little person was fighting somebody, and someone fell through a sky roof, and he died.
Oh man, that was pretty early. That's Peter Dinklage.
I've only seen a couple episodes of Game of Thrones.
See?
I'm not caught up.
Right. So tell us more about you. Where are you from?
I'm from Florida originally.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah.
What part of Florida?
Born in Miami.
Okay.
I lived all over.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Florida.
I just know it rains
there once.
It rains. It rains every day. It's raining outside right where we're at right now, and it rains like this every day for like 10 minutes every day.
Yeah, in the summer, in the afternoon.
I just hate that. That's why I moved back.
Like fucked up how?
When you ever see the news headlines, I always say Florida man.
Oh yeah. So it's really like that. You're like. Walk out, you're like, oh shit, this crazy shit. I gotta get out of Florida.
Yes.
So what made you leave Florida?
To come here to do porn.
Oh. Okay, that was a simple answer. That wasn't long and complicated. So you're like, I'm moving to California to do porn.
LA's the spot for that. So.
Okay.
I mean,
how do you like it?
I mean,
I love it.
Okay.
I mean, they shoot stuff in Florida, but it's that main company, so.
Yeah.
But that's a completely different story. But
tell us more about yourself. We got to stop talking just about ourselves when we have guests on.
Well,
everybody knows about us. All right. Tell us more about yourself. This is great.
Okay. Okay, check this out. Okay, so y'all are almost birthday buddies.
Oh, right.
When's
Your birthday's the day before mine.
So are you the 9th?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm the 9th.
Oh, shit.
9th. Yes, Sagittarius. Friends to all. I can't say how great I function in a relationship. But as a friend, I'm there for you all the time. You need my help? I'm there.
I mean, I think Sages are some of the most friendly.
You're with me? I need a long leash. Long leash.
I feel you.
I think Sages are like generally, not always, generally one of the most friendliest signs.
Yeah, super. How do you know them? I just know them. I just met them.
Yeah.
How do you have so many friends? Shit, I don't know. People like me.
People like being around me. It's like
I
just attract them.
I'm not really choosy.
They like anime. I like anime. Hey, we're besties.
All right, that works for me. Yeah, and George is what are you, Capricorn?
See this man over here? He has like a weird thing about saying that name. But yes, I'm a Capricorn.
Rawstarr.
Even though he has known me, like when he met me, I was going by that name. Yeah. So
You act like you Sting.
I am.
Hey, sometimes people even call Sting Gordon sometimes. You know. Jeez, I've known you as...
My mother has known me longer than you, and she calls me Rawstarr.
She does, which is weird. But, hey, different strokes for different folks. Right, GW?
Eat you right now.
So what do you like to do for fun?
She said, I like to do porn for fun. That's what are you thinking?
Man, if you don't give me that, if you don't answer, you gave that like, yeah, this is like a, what's the name interview? Like, yeah, she loves to do porn. What do you like to do for fun?
I like to listen to music, go to shows.
What kind of shows?
I mean, any kind of...
What kind of shows do you usually go to?
Punk music or rap music.
Okay.
Like you like going to like that Burning Man? Is it Burning Man?
Oh no, I've never been to that. I don't really do like festivals.
I know he is
like punk music and rap music. He's like Burning Man.
I don't know what goes on there, and I know he's into
No.
You're into what's that?
I mean, I go to EDC.
EDC stuff, and I don't know. That's not something that I normally. I don't go to shows. I have not been to a concert since I saw like some old folks singing.
Have you ever been to like a punk show, like a punk show?
No, because I don't want to get punched.
Fair.
Yeah,
I think the last show I went to was a show that Charlie Wilson did.
What?
Charlie Wilson.
Wow, that's old. I'm sorry.
And it was before I moved to LA.
So, what parts of LA have you lived in so far? I mean,
that's a little bit too much.
You just named
all around the valley.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I feel like a lot of transplants just stay like in the valley. There's something about it that reminds me of like, I don't know, the pace is a little bit slower. And it's just a little bit greener. It reminds me of Southern Indiana. Which is weird. Right down a little bit to racism too. But hey, it's a good place. I love the Valley. Los Angeles, hey, I got a business here.
I mean, I love the Valley too, but I wouldn't compare it.
So, how long have you been in the business?
Like 3 years, a little bit over that. I started in 2015.
Okay.
I thought you were in it longer than that. I thought, unless you had just started when I met you.
Just like,
because I think
2015.
Because me and her met at a random house gathering, whatever, and
it was
Easter.
Easter.
Was it Easter? I think it was Easter.
Easter. An Easter party?
Some kind of holiday like that.
Yeah.
Easter party.
Eastern party at a.
This Easter party is about to be live, man. We're going to have a bunny and shit. It's going to be great.
No, they were hulu dancing. Luau dancing.
What?
Yeah, luau.
What does that have to do with Easter?
It was luau dancing, and they were pool party.
The themes.
Yeah,
it was Hawaiian themed Easter party.
Yeah, and people jumping in pools.
Okay.
Jumping in pools,
I guess I get it.
Having fun, drinking. I didn't drink. I still didn't drink back then, so drinking, And yeah, you must have just started then, because I know. All I know is it was a time that I did not live, or had just moved back to LA when I met you. Because I know you did an opening for the YouTube show that we used to do before it was savagely stolen from us.
It was stolen from us?
Yeah.
What happened?
So
I don't remember.
This
I
dude.
just remember we stopped getting paid for it.
We used to do this YouTube show, and then I kind of lost the ability to use my entire right side, and I couldn't upload any videos. And
that happened.
Yeah, and because during those 6 months I was rehabilitating, they just said if you didn't have 400 or 4,000 hours watched, you lose your partnerships. And I think we had about 3,600 and something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would have maintained the stuff if I would have known that.
I mean, I was.
Well, shit.
Damn
it.
I couldn't edit anything. It was stuff was just sitting, and everything I did have was on my home computer.
Yeah, that did suck. That was a rough time.
Yeah.
So I did click on your Twitter, and I looked at the 10-year thing. Wow, that's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, a difference 10 years make. I look the fucking same. I didn't even post one because I was like, I look the same, and I can't tell you if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I mean, it's kind of a good thing because it doesn't.
Do you think he looks the same though, or do you just think that? Okay.
Because because
I look the same.
Because honestly, when I tell people they know find out how old he is, they don't think he's that old. They think he's a lot younger. Because someone who I had trained with him, we were having a conversation, and
are you talking about Alex?
I'm talking about Alex. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Alex Moore. Used to train with him, and she asked me how old he was, and I told him his age, and she was like, "For real? I thought he was 24," and I'm like, "Nah, he's just as old as me. He was born the same year as me.
Yeah.
He's kind of 35."
35. I gotta get my life together. I mean, I got a gym. That's okay, I guess.
I mean, you got a business. So.
Yeah. But if you're not making millions of dollars, what's life about then, huh? Is it really worth it if you're not really rich? You might as well just die.
I mean, I'm not rich, but I don't.
Right.
I don't work hard anymore.
Am I right? Money is the only thing that matters.
I mean, yeah, but you don't you enjoy you enjoy what you do.
I was kind of joking, but I
you
see
enjoy
where your
what
head
you
said,
do.
George. I mean, Rawstarr.
I mean, I get to work from home every day, so
I don't know how you do that. I have to come here and do other stuff. I have to come here.
I play
and work
video
on other
games.
stuff. I can't sit at home.
You play video games?
No.
Yeah. What other hobbies do you have?
What hobbies?
She's like, I don't really want to talk about my hobby. Like, I gotta kind of. She's like, I'm boring.
She's like, I wake up.
She's like, I go to work.
I listen to rap music. I see what my fans are doing right now. I record for OnlyFans. Then I decide if I want to go to. I don't want to name that club you usually go to just in case. Whatever. I'll go to that strip club, make some money, then I go home. I blaze off my vape, and then I go to bed. That's my day.
She's like, that's my. I really went pretty much. She's like, you think she's like, yo, you think I'm just out here having all this fun? Like all this fun I'm having? This is work related. I'm like, hey guys, look what I'm doing. You think I'm? It takes me time to type out all those things to feel like you really connected with me. I gotta pretend I'm connected with you all day. It's yeah.
It's a lot of work, but but she does do a very niche. She's a niche audience, They actually want to come and see what she does. So,
well, as you're saying that, okay, y'all can't see what's going on here, but he's saying it, and she's looking at me like, do you know what I do? I'm like, I don't know. See, okay, so here's what happens. Rawstarr, he'll be like, we're having this person on. If I know who we're having on before. Not because of him, because I'm not paying attention. He usually tells me like 3 weeks in advance or 2 weeks. I might click. But then I'm like, I'd rather meet him. And then it's usually if they're adult performers, I can never watch their videos again. So.
See,
does it like get ruined for you?
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
See, the thing with me, it like, because people who know what I watch as far as porn goes, it's like, it's already a certain market. Because I only really watch girl or girl and machine or solo, So that already puts like this in this category, and then it's like
no dicks allowed.
Strap on. A female.
I know.
I don't want to see a male genitalia in what I watch.
I just want the video cut off. That's it. No kind of cut off.
I mean they finished.
It's just kind of in.
What if it's blurred?
No, that's that.
What?
No, Japanese porn. No. That most phallic type of.
Oh, when it's like the most. Oh yeah, when it's
like
pixelated.
No,
like little pixelated PP.
No,
come on, man.
No,
I had to clarify.
They be like.
No, because the
you like, man,
because
you shave it all.
The JJ's pixelated too, so it's just like a big old pixelation.
Oh,
yeah, it's like one of those
watching Cops. Good.
I mean, like you might as
man, have you seen?
You might as well watch it. You might as well watch softcore on Showtime at 2:00 in the morning. Yeah. If you're gonna watch that because it's pixelated, and they show more in softcore.
Yeah, you can catch lips somewhere.
Softcore than they do when they do the pixelation.
Like, hey, I saw.
Because you at least might have the accidental lips. It's like, ooh, that's her vagina lips. Yes.
You don't like you don't like live dicks in your your porn.
No dicks. No dick caress. But and then yeah. So and then within that, it depends on how close I am.
Okay, so what are we getting to? Because we talking about all you. He's like, well, I don't like.
I mean, like you asked me.
Tell you about how much I love Asian girls.
You asked me. I didn't say Asian girl. You brought up Asian. Did I say the word Asian?
Okay.
No, you brought the word Asian. No,
let's get back to our guest.
What I was getting to was with me. Like it depends on how close I am to the person to see if I can really watch them or not. Because like if I'm really really buddy phone number.
Okay, I'll take back my statement. I can't watch anybody I know at a decent hour in the night. So it's got to be between 3 and 5 a.m.
Real freak out.
I got to be a weirdo. I got to be like, I'm being a weirdo. I can't. If they knew, I'd feel weird about it. I don't know how they feel about it.
This dude.
All right. Don't care.
You know, I would imagine, but I don't know if I would want to know. If somebody was like, "Hey, man, I saw what you were doing."
I mean, like, so I've been seeing this recently.
That shit was hot.
I've been seeing this recently on my timeline. But like, can you watch your own stuff, or is it just
deep?
Hate.
Take a deep breath.
I kind of hate it.
Why?
It's just like weird, like one of those like listening to yourself on an answering machine. Like
it's like one of those cringy.
I get weird and like super analyze myself and like.
Is it more so like I could have did this or I could have did that
or like, why am I making that face? Like,
I mean,
I never want to feel myself having sex. Never. No, I just imagine me making like and it's like what face am I? Yeah, okay, I see that.
Like sometimes it's definitely like, oh yeah, that was hot. Like, but sometimes I'm just like cringy about like myself.
I mean,
just like any other actor.
I mean, yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, you can always look at it as like, okay, I can do this next time. Okay, I kind of moan a little.
Really, that's what you would do. You just sit there and you watch and be like, let me be critical.
Because
let me play the tape.
Because
I thought about I should do like a react video to, I don't know, some like scene and just, watch the whole thing.
You know what? I think, because the thing is,
see how that goes.
I think that'd be hilarious, and I think people will really like that, especially you're talking about yourself, and if they see you watching it, like they can feel that they're there with you a little more, even if like they're watching the reenactment.
But what if she's like, I don't like this. I don't want to watch this. You think the guy's gonna be like, I had some plans for this react video, but it looked like they went the other way.
I mean, honestly though, like depending on what the person is watching it for.
Oh yeah, they might be totally into that.
Some people might either fast forward to the nitty gritty, and then just skip the entire whatever, or they just might watch the entire thing.
What do you watch?
I need the build up.
God damn.
Yeah.
The build up.
I watch the story beforehand.
Build up.
Like if the story beforehand is not good to me, I can't watch the scene.
Oh God, really?
You want them to have a reason to be fucking?
Yes.
Really?
Like, don't just say hi. I'm here to exercise.
We're on camera.
Oh, you are? Okay, come on. Yes. Thank you. Yes. No, give me a story. Like you're doing yoga or whatever, and then like
a story?
You're like during the whole time, whatever, like you're helping them stretch, and then all of a sudden you're starting to think like, give me a story.
Oh, you need like a full fantasy.
Yes.
Yes.
I need you to suck me into the world. Like,
okay.
Like bring me.
I can see that. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, like, if something starts off kind of sexy, that's better than like, okay, this is her, and we're here to, fuck her throat. Yeah.
I mean, even those are getting better because,
warm me
like,
up just a little bit.
I mean, because
guys.
like, I don't want to just like turn on a movie and then all of a sudden she's just there, and it's like I don't watch Boy Girl, but if I watched a blow bang, whatever, I don't want to just turn it on and the first thing you see is like her just sitting there looking at 10 dicks. Like,
okay, I'm sorry.
Like, hi dick, hi dick, 1, 2.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How are you gonna romantically get into the blow bag?
Watch the one. I can tell you.
One lonely bachelorette. 10 eligible black bachelors. Hey.
The one that the girl who just broke the record for doing the most, it had an opening storyline.
It had an opening.
Yeah, and she broke the record for the most.
I'm about to break a record. That's.
No, it was.
So, okay,
it was a story into
what
it.
Kind of video? What kind of What kind of movies you like watching?
I don't watch too much anymore. Just because it's weird to watch, like, knowing the people for me also. But, like, I like just the crazy BDSM stuff, gangbangs, just
she's like,
DPs,
you know, just like the normal stuff.
Multiple dicks.
Yeah, you know.
She's like, yeah.
TVDA.
Oh my god.
What?
DVDA.
Oh man, that was such a God.
Have you ever,
years when we just randomly say that?
Have you ever seen Orgasmo?
We used to be like,
no.
Oh,
you should watch Orgasmo.
Hilarious.
It is about basically a man who's a Mormon. That's right, Mormon. And
he's a man. He's a Mormon, and he can fight really good. So they're doing like this martial arts porn thing. So the guy wants him to be in it, but he's like, no, I'm a Mormon. But he's got to send money so he can marry his like sweetheart, get money so he's married. So they're like, okay, Orgasmo. They turn him into Orgasmo, and they're like, we'll just hire a stunt cock, and then his sidekick who's doing porn on the side, but also is a scientist. He makes an actual orgasmatron thing,
and he shoots it, like, and if someone gets shot, they
cheesy like Batman,
and then and that's the whole thing. And Ron Jeremy's in it, so
yeah. So what kind of regular movies do you like to watch? Mainstream films, I should say.
Mainstream films. My favorite movies?
Yeah.
Just I don't watch movies.
My favorite movies, Rock and Roll High School.
I know that movie. That's fine. That's why no judgments here. She was more open telling us what kind of porn. She's like, yeah, a lot of gangbangs, a lot of DD, a lot of cocks. Yeah. I love, that's cool to watch. And then you're like, what mainstream? What's your favorite mainstream? Rock and Roll High School. Do you know that one? Wait. You said Rock and Roll High School?
Yeah.
See, I think we're all thinking of another one, but I think I know the one you're talking about. Are you talking about the one with Corey Feldman? No. Okay, then I don't know this one. Or the one with Eddie Furlong?
No, it's...
Okay, then I don't know this movie.
It's with the Ramones.
Oh, the that movie. I know that movie. That's old.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen such movie.
It's kind of silly.
It's silly. It's like one of those movies where they're like, hey, let's just like throw bands in these movies. And they're like, hey, they're in it.
Yeah.
So basically a quintessential 80s movie.
Well, yeah, this girl like skips school to go like get concert tickets and
they're like, hey, the Ramones, yeah, they're kind of popular, right? Here we are.
I'm trying to think of a song other than
popular.
Because I Want to Be Sedated is Ramones,
remember.
right?
yeah.
That's the only song I know by them.
What?
I Want to Be Sedated. Oh. And the only reason I know that movie is because of Carpool.
I was gonna say like your Guitar Hero.
Yeah. I don't even play that.
Or Rock Band.
I own it. I don't I literally had a guitar, but I never played it.
I had the whole setup. It was fun.
I mean,
okay. What other movies?
Jaws.
Jaws. You like old movies?
Yeah.
You watch anything current, or is it just?
Did you not grow up with cable?
Like.
Because I like a lot of old movies, and for the first 10 years, cable wasn't consistent. So I was like, oh, I like this. And they're like, that's in black and white. And I'm like, yeah. You gotta watch what you gotta watch. I love The Rifleman. It's like,
no cable or us.
Jaws.
Had Blazing Saddles. All those Mel Brooks.
She's gonna leave here and be like, I told them I like fucking Jaws. You believe it? Jaws, what the fuck? She's like, what? It was a podcast in a gym. What the fuck is this? I guess it was something to do.
No, because like.
Okay, so where do you see yourself going in this industry? Ultimately, I guess.
I have no idea.
Like, do you plan on eventually?
I have one more question. Another question. And I think we've asked a few. I guess. Where do you see yourself in the adult world right now? Your place.
I'm just a performer. I'd like to, I don't know, do more of the dominatrix kind of shit, whether in a dungeon or like femdom videos. That's one of the things that like I haven't done yet.
Have you ever been to the Lair?
No.
I don't know where it's at, but one of my clients goes there. It's a club.
Cool.
I've never heard of such club. Where it's like
I don't know where it is.
I know. I just never heard of such club.
I like them. She's like, we go to the Lair on Saturdays.
And they do BDSM stuff.
Yeah. She's a collared slave.
Hot.
I mean, being a slave is fun though.
Huh?
Nothing.
There's no cameras here. I'm just looking around like, what?
I mean, being.
Well, okay. Good luck to you.
Not being the master.
I
in
hope
that
you ever
situation
get some
is
more
fun.
of that work.
So I mean, that goes into my quirks, but
okay.
not like being a slave is kind of fun. If you have a good person above you, I'll say that. Because so you want to direct these type of stuff, be the one over it and say, yes, this is a Kacie Castle production.
I mean, that would definitely be cool.
She's like, I just want to be in it right now.
I don't want to be in it right
She's
now.
like, I love to run the production,
I'm
but
trying to learn, as much of those little technical shit I can along the way to be able to make my own stuff.
You mean like editing it or
just everything about shooting in general.
I in my
power belongs to those with the means of production.
It's true.
In my experience, the whole interesting thing is just making sure that you have a good shot, and making sure that everybody knows when to stop and go and everybody's professional, because sometimes it's hard to keep that professionalism on set.
On set? You mean just on set? You mean?
I mean,
sorry. Hey, I'm on the outside of this industry. There's all kinds of professionalism. You mean period?
I mean, in general, yeah,
but
the thing is, you don't have to work with some of these people who are acting,
Yeah, but it's a weird. Okay, this is a thing that's interesting to me about this industry. There's I guess I hear about people they got no list. Nah, I'm not working with that performance. And I guess sex with different people is different. And you might not like different strokes for different folks. Literally. But there's what isn't there just some people no? I mean not I'm just it's a weird thing to me think of I guess in a mainstream acting world, if there was a blacklist for actors, there'd just be they'd be on everybody's blacklist.
Yeah.
But is it just hey, these two people didn't get along, okay.
I mean, because I know some people who are on a few people's no list, and that's just because of who they are as a person,
But I feel I don't know how it is, but I definitely feel there's Mitch. I'm sure there's some girls on plenty of people's no list, but I'm sure there's plenty of guys on multiple people's no list. So when does everyone say just no? Or do they just well, he's not on the no list, let's throw him a bone?
I mean,
I just wonder about that. The I don't know.
Process of
it just seems like there's always a mess. People not getting along. This is from an outsider looking in. Like we're a poor family. It's gay. We love hooking up. And then it's like, I hate this bitch. I hate all these motherfuckers around me. I have no fucking friends.
I like
fucking sucking me dry.
I don't know if you're okay with talking about it, but there was a lot of stuff going on in the last week of everybody just getting mad at each other right now because of the new testing stuff. So,
what new brief summary?
Basically, there's the system called PASS, and then
I don't want to hear from you.
I didn't think that anything had changed.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So what's changed?
And that's the thing.
Mad about?
People are mad about they saw that there's going to be another testing thing about the HIV thingy, and like people who aren't showing. What's that word? I'm not.
Like aren't clear and pass.
Well, no, like if they have it, but they're not.
Undetectable.
Thank you. They're not detectable right now.
So
like they have their own thing, and if you're a performer and you don't have it, but you are willing to shoot with them, you can shoot with them. The thing that people weren't understanding was the fact that like if you do go to that site and you do shoot with them, you can't go back into the PASS system because of that.
Oh, so that's the little Twitter rabbit hole I fell down. They're like, this system, this. I was like, what the fuck? I don't understand. So it's like, hey, you can jump into the pool of like undetectable pods, but you can't jump back out.
Yeah, because
people thought people could jump.
Yeah,
back
and
out,
that's the
and they're
thing.
Like that's unsafe.
Because that's why I had made because I made my statement about it, and I said I can understand why people are getting upset because you don't want to like shoot with blah blah. And then, so you don't want that person to shoot with blah, blah. Then the very next day shoot with you. And then that person they're shooting with, who's undetectable, becomes detectable that day, whatever, that same day. And then now you have it. And, it's the ripple effect.
That's not exactly how that happens. But,
I mean, I don't know how it works. I'm just saying in general, they don't want.
How does it feel? Because I went to a party with him and I was talking to somebody that wasn't in the industry, and I was like, it's great. Like, how does it feel to be like, damn, I want to have some sex, but I really got to think about like who I'm having sex with, like really think about it. Or am I going to go to work? Like, because I guess, yeah, all us people out here, all us regular people or civilians are out here like, hey, I just put it in you. What do you want? I don't know you. You want some? I'll give it to you. I mean, I should be safe, but hey, ain't nobody paying me for this. So I'll give it to you naked for free. But how does that feel? Like, is it ever frustrating? Like, damn. Or if you meet somebody and you're like, damn, I want to fuck you. But I really can't because you might be gross. Your dick's not kosher.
I mean, I use condoms and that.
All right. There you go. Sensible answer. Somebody was just like, she's like, I use condoms. There you go.
Someone said to me, I'm not kosher before.
Oh, that was hilarious. It was even more hilarious. Like, because if I say, it'll just give it away. Oh, okay. So, no, I'll say it. So the lady, she said that to him, and she's hearing impaired, so she had a deaf voice, kind of, and she said like his dick wasn't kosher, and it was just like, just imagine. I'm not gonna say it on air how it sounded, but imagine your mind and laugh at the non-PC-ness of it. Anyway,
and I'm like, because I wasn't trying to have sex with her. She just said it because they were all going to after place.
Yeah, they were going to her place, weren't they?
Yeah, and like it wasn't like two of the girls aren't even in the industry. Those two girls, so it was just like, you're going with them two, they're technically in the same boat.
So, do you? And this is from the outside in. Again, looking in. It seems like the porn life is kind of a lonely life. Do you hang out with like regular people? I'm sure. Or do you feel like, damn, I gotta hang out with like porn people because they don't understand? But then you be like, fuck these bitches. I really probably put you in the spot answering that question. She's like, I like some of my porn friends. I don't want to be like, yeah, I be hanging out with these fake ass bitches. I don't like nothing.
F all them. I don't care.
Nah.
They're just there.
They're just there.
Supplemental income.
All they are just people I eventually will shoot a scene with. None of my friends.
Thank you. Next.
Bacon. Eggs. I want bacon. Eggs. All right.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. So answer the question, I guess. I'm like, so answer the question. But you're from Florida, so.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends out here either way.
She a wolf. She's like, I'm out here. Yeah, I keep my circle small. I mean, that's what you kind of got to do out here.
Yeah,
though.
I agree.
Old internet friends.
We talked about that last week, kind of.
What's your age?
I'm 31.
Okay, that's appropriate. Wow. Yeah. I feel like that's internet friend. That's total judgment. That's internet friends. If you just have internet friends, that's okay.
Because I mean, like,
if you're like my age and you're like, hey, I only got internet friends, and I'm like, oh, what happened? What happened to you? People don't like you?
I mean, because I think when you come into LA, you got like a whole bunch of people who like are just there, and then people who you actually want to be around, and then just people who like especially in her industry, people who either want to be her friend or want to be her friend. They're just trying to get in, and so you got to be very wary of that, and so that's why I think a lot of them keep their circles really small just because they can tell who's just trying to, lickety split,
Yeah, because it
just freaks out some people too. So.
I can see that. Yeah, because somebody was like, they're like, oh yeah, she doesn't know who's me. Like, hey, you want to come on? You're like, I've been working all day, and they're like, oh. Okay.
I'm sorry.
She's been working all day.
I just had a flashback.
You know what that means, guys.
I just had a flashback. I'm not going to say her name, but wait,
what you talking about? Oh!
I was we've had when we lived in Sun Valley.
We had a friend. She just got done doing a scene, and I think we were smoking a blunt or something, and then she was rubbing through her hand, and she's like, oh, shit. I guess there was some cum in her hair.
She still had some cum in her. It was just
oh.
It's it was just the random.
It's a living.
It was just okay. And,
a lot? Or was
it was just, she was like, oh.
It was just
I missed the spot.
Yeah, it was just it was still there.
I didn't see it. I thought it got, I didn't think it got.
It happens.
Hey.
Yeah, but it was just hilarious.
I come home with dirt on my hands too.
It was just hilarious how it just happened because we were literally just sitting around and we were there for a few hours. So it wasn't the fact she had just got back and we were sitting around eating tacos. She was there back there.
We were eating tacos. Oh,
no, I'm just saying. I'm giving an example.
I thought we were smoking blunts.
I wasn't smoking.
Which actually, no, I mean whatever.
But
you weren't smoking back then.
She was, and the thing was we're sitting back and I just happened to look at her and I say, "What's that white stuff?" It was
wow.
It was oh, that's
so you keep a few friends. That's cool. Everybody needs a few friends.
I have a quick question. Are we going to do a part 2? Or are we
going to do a part 2? You mean?
Okay, because we're at 45.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I think I have to train somebody in an hour or something. So I don't know. Do you want to do a part 2? Are we going to do a 1.5?
We can.
All right. Let me think of another question then.
It's 3:55 right now.
Oh, it's 3:55? Damn. Do I just want to do nothing for a couple hours? I can't remember. Well, I mean, that's not a thing to remember. That's something. What am I doing right now talking about my day on this show?
Okay, check this out. Let's just
wrap it up.
And then talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us, Miss Kacie Castle. We might do a second one. We might want to talk to her about it after this. But please tell the world where they can find you. I mean, every outlet, where in the world can they find to see your glorious face?
My Twitter and Instagram are both at XOKACIECASTLE, XO Kacie Castle.
Okay.
That annoying.
OnlyFans and.
I have OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/XO Kacie Castle, Fan Central with the premium snap. I think that's just Fan Central /Kacie Castle though.
All right. Make sure you gotta buy her premium snap. It's worth it.
Check out the OnlyFans. They be lit.
Yes. If you want to find us, we are BurbankMisfits.com. You can find like all of what CW does and what I do in our podcast. All the episodes are on there. But if you want to find us directly, hit CW's personal Instagram is Jess_genetics_Chris. His gym Instagram is CC Fitness LA on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You want to find me? I am at Rawstarr on Facebook and on not Facebook, on Twitter and on Instagram. Burbank Misfits, the Burbank Misfits on Instagram, Burbank Misfits on Twitter, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you next week.
Out like a light.